today. From MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback from the University of Houston. It's Kyle Allen.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship.
Really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated.
Care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
It's caught inside the 25, and he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for the Giants. 57 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
On 1st and 10, Bass, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Awesome 8 yards.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, the second down throw on target. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Bass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Man, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guys going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Joe Mixon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. He's going to look deep for Moore. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now Allen. run. And this will be caught. So the try for two, good. And it pushes them out to a 15-0 lead. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bass looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Bass. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
34-yard line.
From the gun, Bass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Bills first down.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bills nothing.
First down. Bass. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bass.
Open man is Ayuk, complete.
Passes.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Brandon Ayuk.
35 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
15.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, fighting off the defender.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing, because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
And this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Allen. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the Service Academy? And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they had scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Operating from the gun, Bass. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. From the gun, Bass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman of the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again. Bass on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Brandon Ayuk
sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun. Bass. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
number 14.
Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first. Here in the second, sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Coup for the extra point.
For the point after.
He's got it, and it's now 23-14. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
First and 10. At their
possession of the football going back over to the Giants. They've got the lead. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as they come towards halftime, it's the Eagles who have the lead in that one. The Eagles seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucs looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Odell Beckham, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Bass got his man complete over the middle. It's Richards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. God keeps moving.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
And he's going to Giant territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
And it's third down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Newman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10. Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
From the 38, Allen. And he'll look downfield for one. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller, 62 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That makes the score Giants 31.
So they're able to throw it in for the two-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Bills 1st down.
Looking to throw. Pass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Deion Jones coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 13 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bills.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing on 1st down. Bass. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Bass, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Yards to go.
On 3rd and 2. Pass, and he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
The Bills 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 3rd and 2, Bass. This will be caught at about the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 6 yards away. And the Bills cut into that lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to look. That's caught inside the 20. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An explosive 38-yard pickup. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
He was brought down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Score Giants 34, Bills 21.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So the Bills now down by 13. A minute 50 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bass. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run good for 24 yards. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass, and that will be incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try it. 4th down, they're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st down, Bass. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richards. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down. Bass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Operating from the gun. Bass. This will be caught at about the 5. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Out of the end zone. It's 3rd down and
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. From to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Cortland Sutton. Incomplete. It's now 4th and goal.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Giants, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.